today we're going to be looking at some Batman merchandise, and this is all merchandise based off the 1966, I want to say, Batman TV series starring Adam West, who for me growing up was Batman. That's all we had, and he was huge. It was a huge program, everyone sort of loved it. It had massive viewing figures for the first year. They got a movie out of it. And then it started to tail off, but by then most other shows had started to add silliness, so campiness, like Batman to try and get some of that audience. So Lost in Space, Man from U.N.C.L.E., they all went a bit silly, but Batman did it the best because they played it totally straight, which is what sort of heightened the camp levels on it, and it was great. Adam West, Burt Ward, they were Batman and Robin. So all this merchandise is newer merchandise, so it's released in the last sort of 20 years. I haven't really got much from the original run. I've got an old dinky somewhere, an old dinky Batmobile. So this is going to be all looking at stuff that is still readily available. As usual, today I'm going to be helped by Maggie. She's on my lap having a purr.
Okay, so let's have a look at some model kits first. So first up we've got the Mobius Models Batman figure kit, and this is a really good likeness of Adam West. Let's pick him up. Here's my cat. So as you can see, it's a great likeness of Adam West. Paints up really well. I made this a while back. I just noticed I didn't fill the seams on the boots very well, so if I redid it I would do that. So it's a static model kit, much in the vein of the old Aurora kits, but just a lot more accurate. They've done a whole range of, he's a bit dusty, done a whole range of these, like Catwoman and that, which I would like to get, but they've gone a bit pricey recently. But yeah, it's probably one of the most accurate model kits you can get. Just looks amazing, looks just like you're looking at Adam West stepped off the TV screen. Very, very nice kit. I would like to get the rest, but seems unlikely. And then Batmobile wise, Polar Lights did various versions of this Batmobile kit. This one is, I'll show the box art here. So this was the kit version, so you can get like a snap together version, you can get a special edition version. This was just a standard one. It was quite pricey at the time, and it's an okay kit. It makes up really well, but it's very, very fragile to make up. But you do get a pair of absolutely gorgeous figures with it. Pop it out. I'll try and do it left-handed. So you get Robin. Look at that likeness. I think it's 1/24 scale, but the figures are almost worth it just to get the figures. There is a set where you can get the figures pre-painted, but they're not. They're okay. For pre-painted figures, they're okay, but they're not great. So even if you got that set, I'd say redo it. You helping out, Mags? Don't know what she's doing. She wants a lap. She doesn't like me not giving her all my attention. See if we can get Batman out. I know he was quite tricky to get in because doing well. I'll leave him in there for now, but again, let's see if we can. It's a great likeness. Lots of interior detail on the Batmobile. You could super detail this to your heart's content. Very dusty again. You did also get, I think, an engine option, and you also got a removable boot with the Bat computer in. What does that actually say? Mobile crime computer. There we go. Everything was labelled in Batman. You even got the drag chutes on the back. The decals for this were awful. So I had to replace a lot of them with pinstriping, but I couldn't really match the orange, as you can see. But I quite like this kit. I think it's a nice one. So this was quite an expensive kit. think it was like 50 quid kit at the time, and I bought it, spent ages struggling with it. I'm not a great vehicle builder, I haven't got the patience to do it. I prefer figure painting, which is why all the effort's gone into the figures. But then literally after buying it, about a month later I went into a UK store called TK Maxx, which is like a budget store. They sell remainder stock, and they did like a made up version for like a tenner, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, but I still like this version, even though it's super fragile. It just keeps coming apart, bits fall off it. It's got steering wheels there. Underneath, just car details, the chromey bits. But yeah, a nice kit. One of the other Batmobile kits that you could get, I'm not sure whether you can still get it. So Aurora did a kit, and let's pop this over here. Aurora did a kit, and it was quite basic, but then they reissued it in various versions. And one of the versions was, look at the dust again. One of the versions was this collector's edition tin. So for some reason, round 2. At one point, I got a load of Star Trek kits. They decided to do them in big tins, which are nice. They're really nice embossed tins, but I'm not sure what they do with the model kit. And this one, you got the Aurora model kit, which I'll get out and show you. You got the tin, and you got a set of blueprints, like an art print rolled up. So yeah, it was limited edition. I don't know whether these are still available. If they are nice. The tins were a bit sort of nice, but what's the idea behind it? So let me get this open for you. Okay, so you got this absolutely gorgeous A3 print. So it's glossy on the Batmobiles, and it's like a blueprint of the Batmobile. So I keep meaning to get this framed, because I just think it's lovely. So it lists all the different parts of it. And then you also got, just put it that way, you got the Aurora kit, or a reproduction of the Aurora kit. Run that space, too many big Batmobiles. And it comes in a reproduction of the box, scale model assembly kit, authentic, fantastic, incredible. So again, like all Auroras, nothing on the bottom. And then inside, let me just open this for you. So it was a reissue of the Aurora kit. So as you can see, much smaller than the Polar Lights kit, and lacking a lot of detail. You did get Batman and Robin figures, nowhere near as detailed, of course, and that's sort of the entire car. So rather, the Polar Lights was like hundreds of pieces, this is just quite a few. Weirdly chromed seats, and then what is nice, you get a set of instructions reprinted from the Aurora. So huge, massive fold-out instructions. So yeah, I know you can get this out of the tin. It's worth picking up, although it's a reproduction. It's not like I'm ever going to be able to afford an Aurora kit. So yeah, well worth picking up. Just show you the face, so you can see it's quite big. Really nice, glossy, lovely blueprint. Okay, so a couple of Batmobile ready made up models. So the first one we're going to look at, this is the one, it's like 10 quid in TJ, not TJ, it's TK Maxx. So this is Batmobile with bendable figures. And what's really interesting is it's the Polar Lights. Yeah, the Polar Lights model. Round 2? No, Polar Lights, I think. It's the same moulding, pretty much. Same size. So it's weird. I don't know what the idea is behind this sort of provenance. Made by NJ Chris. Never heard of. It does carry this classic TV series logo, which seems to be on a lot of merchandise. There's no other sort of branding on it. So it just says copyright 1/24 9.5-inch long, includes Batman and Robin 3-inch bendable figures, detailed paint job. So it is a nice Batmobile. Let me pop it out and have a look. It's screwed into the cardboard, so I'm not going to take off the cardboard, but it's very nice. You get, I think they're stuck in. Oh yeah, they've actually got seat belts, and they're amazing. So you get a little bendable Batman. Let's compare paint jobs. See if I can get the other Batman out. So I think you'll admit they've done an almost identical job to the one I painted. Adam West. Gone West. Don't know what he's doing either. Robin, even worse. But, you know, it's nice that they remind me of the old dinky figures, which I used to think as a kid were really detailed, but they're not. So you get full interior detail, exactly the same as the kit version. Like I say, this one, which I didn't realise has little seat belts, and a nice touch. No opening rear container compartment. Yeah, this got the parachute bits on. So again, a really nice kit. You can occasionally still see these dirt cheap, well worth picking up if you don't want to go to the bother of making a kit. And it's nice and glossy, and like I say, the Batmobile is really well detailed. The figures, not so much. I wonder if you could sit these figures in it. Yeah, you probably could, although it's meant to be the same scale, but no, they just slot down. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is quite a strange one. So they did a magazine series and a die-cast collectible of classic Batman stuff, and most of it was just multiple versions of different Batmobiles. But for some reason, I don't know, was this the first one? I can't remember, but I picked up and managed to get the Batboat, which they did do a dinky of. But I really like this. It's a nice, clean kit, no figures. But yeah, there is an Aurora kit of the Batboat as well. It was re-released several times in non-Batman sort of versions. But yeah, unusual one. Quite an easy Batmobile to get hold of are these Hot Wheels ones. So there's the classic TV series branded one. Again, the same logo. And this is a bit like the Husky Batmobile, a bit more detailed. Hot Wheels. You could get various different Batmobiles. Is there a multiple word for Batmobiles? A collection of Batmobiles, a car park of Batmobiles. And then this one's available at the moment. This is a weird one. So, Batman Classic TV series, and it's a classic Batmobile. Look at that weird neon paint job. Don't know what's going on there. But it does say just TV series Batmobile. And these are the ones you can get, which is strange. I don't know what the Dodge Charger, that's the Gotham City Police Department car, which I have got kicking about somewhere. But yeah, they're easy to pick up, get them in Entertainer, a couple of quid each. That's the one to go for, unless you're going to repaint that one. Okay, so another Batmobile. This one, I think it's the same, yeah, it's got the same classic TV series logo on it. There's a whole range. My friend Eric on his channel has repainted some of these. They are nice. Still fairly cheap to get hold of. So you get a Batman figure, which I'm going to compare to the Nano figure, which I think is going to be the same, but we'll have a look when we pop it out. And then you get Batmobile, so let's pop it out and have a look. So you get a very nice, this is almost dinky scale Batmobile. Again, pretty good interior detail. Can't see the bat phone. It's a bat fire extinguisher. Quite a nice orange, slightly too light orange I think, but not bad. You get a rather nice metal Nano figure, and it is the same as the loose one that you can get. Again, quite dusty, need to dust my shelves. Paint job pretty much the same. So yeah, so these were the DC Nano metal figures. These were everywhere. There was like thousands of Harry Potter ones and Batman ones, and they came down to like a quid each. So I picked that one up because again, it's Adam West. So you get that figure with it. And you get a nice little cardboard backdrop and a rather good Batmobile. So if you see these going about cheap, I'd grab them. I'm going to try and get the rest of the set as well, because who doesn't like a nice Batmobile? Okay, let's have a look at some Batman figures. So we saw probably one of the smaller ones is the nano ones. I did have upstairs somewhere, I've got the Batcave. You could get the Batcave for these dirt cheap. It was a big old display unit for the DC stuff. So you can get various different ones. Batman versus Superman, Batman. I've only got this one I think left. I might have some loose in the attic. If I find them, I'll do another video on them. So Batman figures. The next one is the fully posable action figure from Funko. They did a whole range of these. Again, these were really nice figures, fully articulated. I've not taken this one out. If I see another one, I'll probably get it just to have a loose one. Again, not a great deal of information on the back, but they did do some villains, Robin, Catwoman, etc. They've all got this same branding, so I think this must be quite heavily controlled by DC. But yeah, fully posable. Not a bad likeness of Adam West. I think, yeah, it's a moulded cape. Let's have a look, and then the last figure I've got to look at is, I think the same, is it Funko? No, it's so hard to tell these apart because the packaging is all the same. So this is another NJ Croce. It's almost like they're unlicensed, but they are obviously licensed. So this is a bendable figure. Remember when bendable figures were a big thing? Again, not taking them out the package. Bendable figures tend to go off very quickly. So yeah, good likeness. Very heavily controlled sort of licensing for these. So we'll finish on something a lot smaller. And this is the rare earth metal models. So these were like huge a little while back. And this one's the Batmobile, so you get a metal kit and you snip it out. It's really difficult to get together. It requires the patience of a saint. And this one is the TV Batmobile, which I do have another one that was made up. Again, excuse the dust. Quite strange on some of the detailing, like these panel lines. But a nice kit, nonetheless. It takes a lot of effort to get it done. But unusual little collectible. If you like these metal kits, worth picking up. If you don't, you're going to hate making it. And then I also got the bat symbol, the bat light, I don't know what you call it, to go with it. Again, doesn't really do anything. That was a lot easier to build than that one was. But yeah, so if you've got any Batman merchandise that you'd like me to review that's readily available, let me know, see if I can get hold of it. Let me know what you've got, if you've got any other figures from these ranges. I just grab stuff when I see it, usually when it's on sale and cheap. My favourite is the big kit. Oh look, there's Cleany Batman watching from up there with Cobra Commander. My room is a mess. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks then. Bye.